Hi friends, it's Nancy, and I'm going to make a video now. This was a request by Lisa that I share a tutorial about how I keep the pages of little golden books in order when I'm using them in junk journals. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just pencil in a little number, a page number on each page. Most golden books that I've ever experienced, I'm going to use a different pencil, have 12 pages, so 24 pages back and front. So I'm just going to quickly go through. This one is easier because it's actually an alphabet book, so I mean you're going to get the alphabet in order, right? Hopefully. And then once I get this all paged, I will then, oh, I thought that was a number on there. It's just a squiggle for, I guess it's grass or something. Then I'll cut the book apart. Eighteen, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay. So this book, you can see that the pages overhang the covers just a bit. So that means I am going to make sure that I trim those pages down another 1/8 of an inch. That's not common. Usually it's flush with the edge of the page, so that's unusual to say the least. So I'm going to cut the cover and the pages right off. Oh, come on. Oops. Starting to go off there. It's just getting off square there. Don't know what's wrong with my knife. I don't think this is square, so I'm just gonna okay, the cover's done. Okay, all right, so now we know the covers are square. Okay, there's 4 pages. So, I'm going to use washi tape to put together every 2 pages. Now, I've chosen some different tapes. Like this one, it's orange, but I think it's a Tim Holtz, but it has airplanes on it, but it is orange, so, you know, it's Halloween-y. This one is like newspaper words that say dream, or no, dictionary, memory and dream and blah blah blah. Again, not Halloween, but Halloween colors. So this is what I pulled out of my stash. I think I'm going to use this orange one for this page. I don't know where this tape came from. I think it's cheapy because it doesn't pull off the roll very good clearly. Yeah, there. See, it did it again. See how this goes. All right, I'm not going to fight with that all day. Let's go with this one. This is the news, or the dictionary one. So washi tape isn't permanent, so I'm going to make it permanent. If you're going to use less than 6 signatures, you're going to have to figure out a different way to do this, because I put a pair of pages, like this, I consider this a pair of pages in each of 6 signatures. So you'll just have to come up with a new way of doing that. If you're going to do 3 signatures, then I would say you would do page 3, 4, 5, 6 together, and 1, 2, 7, 8 together. And then you could do 3 signatures. That's got, I think that's pen. Yeah, it's pen. So while I've got my cheapy tape out, may as well cover it. Not very covered, but we'll add something else to it. Where did I put oh, there it is. So yeah, I don't like to put too many pages in a signature. Maximum I'll do 5 and an envelope, maybe 6 if I'm really feeling it. But 5 is pretty much it for me. And then I space my signatures a 1/4 inch apart in the spine. I'll layer on another hunk of washi to see if I can cover up that number a bit more. Okay, so that's the first page pair. So I'll shut off the video in a minute because there's no sense in you watching me trim pages and tape them together. I think you've kind of got that figured out, but then I'll come back and show you how I put them in the signature. But before I do that, I want to give you a little tip about organizing. So when I'm thinking about what kinds of journals I'd like to do, or I get a new old book that I want to repurpose, and I think about, oh, what kind of a theme could I go with there? I like to start putting together ephemera that I might use. So you can get these zipper bags at the dollar store. Alternately, I also have the 12 by 12 scrapbook boxes, the bins that you can get at Michael's, usually about $5. They're, you know, maybe 3 inches thick. And I also have these smaller ones that are from the dollar store, but I think I paid $3 a piece for those at Dollarama. They just fit better on shelves than the big 12 by 12s. Anyway, but if I can fit everything in here. So I'll just kind of show you what I've been tossing in here for the last year. So here's this picture of a skull and some 6x6 papers. Got these Halloween treat bags that I got at an auction. They're paper and they're vintage. I have 40 of them, so I think I'm going to be selling some of those. Some stickers. These are stamps, postage stamps, the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. I've got quite a lot there. There's a bookmark. Some more bat stickers. Here's some pages. This one's Tales by Edgar Allan Poe, and this is a page from The Raven. These were actually pictures in another book about, I want to say, typography or publishing. That's not actually from an Edgar Allan Poe book, but I cut those pictures out. This is a book of stickers that are all Halloween. Look at the cat with his tongue sticking out. Carving a pumpkin. Another. Here's a image of bobbing for apples, or I guess that's what you call it. And here's a jack-o'-lantern on the other side. So I might use that as a page, because it says a brief history of Halloween. And then this is from a book about animals. It's all different kinds of bats. It's a little fussy cut. Another fussy cut. Image of a postcard. Here's some little witches. Here's some little kids carving. I think these kids need some adult supervision. That looks dangerous. And these are transparencies. They're stuck together. So there's a bat hanging from a... There's a bat. There's a spider. I can't remember where I got these. Snake. Anyway, so those might be fun in there. Anyway, so I'm probably going to find other stuff as I go, but in the meantime, this is what I've been putting in the Halloween envelope for probably the last year. Well, anyway, so I'm going to pause the video right now and finish making my page couples. Okay, so I've got my pages chosen and cut down and all that kind of thing. So the 6 signatures will each have 1 page. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way up to 21, 22, 23, 24. I put a little, I put different washies, not on each one, but on several of them. And I put a little bit of black lace on 1 page because I don't want it too lacy. I want it more spider webby, if that makes any sense. Okay, so I'm just going to divide these up. I know a lot of other journal makers, they like each signature to have sort of the same sorts of things in them. I don't care one way or the other. In fact, I prefer things to be different. So, so I've got a stack of plainish papers, and I've got a stack of like magazine pages, book pages, scrapbook papers, you know, things that have writing on them. So I'll just divide them in here. Like I might even go magazine, magazine. One, 2, 3, 4. So I need to put an extra one here and an extra one here. All right. So each the signature has 3 right now. Each has 4. Where's my envelopes? Here's my envelopes. So I've got 3 that are going to have envelopes. 1, 2, 3. So I'll put another page in each of the ones that don't. And I'm going to put 2, these are doilies that are shaped like pumpkins. So I'll do 1, 2, and then do 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't matter to me. So I want this envelope to go in the center, so I'll stick that there. So that's signature number 6. This is manuscript paper. There's those kids that need parental guidance. My cat's out there meowing. That's signature number 5. This is a hydro bill. People in other countries besides Canada call it something else. We call it hydro. You might call it electricity. There's signature number 4. This is a book about herbs, or could be herbs, or it could be weeds. Might be more herbs. There's signature number 3. This is a piece of tracing paper I thought kind of looked ghostly. So I want this guy in the center. Maybe I'll flip these around because I want that to go in the center too. So put you in the center. Signature number 2. And last but not least, this is a picture from a 1970 magazine. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so there's the 6 signatures, and when you go through the book, the story's going to be in order. It's going to go right from A for angel, B for ballerina, all the way to Y for yak, and Z for zzz, catching some Z's. Okay, so that's how I keep my, little golden books in order. The pages in order, readable order. I'm sure if you look around, you'll find other solutions to the problem. But in the meantime, I'm going to start poking these and get a signature together. So thanks so much, or sorry, not a signature, a spine together. So thanks so much for watching my video. Tune in again if you want to see, what else, what other shape this takes. I do have some black netting here that I'm having a whole lot of love for. Yeah. Alrighty, you take care. We'll talk again soon.